Good evening, everyone, and welcome to match number 6 of the Emirates D20 2025. It's going to be the high-flying Emirates Blues taking on Team Dubai, both with victories in their opening encounters of the D20. So it promises to be a very, very exciting affair indeed. No time to lose. Rizwanur Rahman in the middle conducting the toss.
Well, it's a beautiful evening and we are ready for a cracker of a contest. It's Team Dubai taking on the Emirates Blues. Leading Team Dubai, it is Ronak Panoli. Kamran Atta will be leading Team Emirates Blues. To oversee the match proceedings, it will be our honorable match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Ronak, you've got the coin. Give it a flip. Tails is the call. Tail it is. Kamran, बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो. टॉस जीता, क्या फैसला किया आपने?
हम लोग पहले बैटिंग करेंगे.
कोई खास वजह है?
बस यही है कि कोशिश करेंगे थोड़ा अच्छा से टोटल दें ताकि बाद में इनकी बैटिंग पे थोड़ा प्रेशर हो और हमारे बॉलर्स भी अच्छे हैं तो 2-3 इनके अर्ली विकेट हो जाएंगे तो हम लोग इजीली मैच जीत सकते हैं.
टीम कॉम्बिनेशन के बारे में बताइए.
जी कॉम्बिनेशन अच्छा है बट हमारी आज 3 चेंजिंग्स हैं. आसिफ लाला इन है, अवैस अली शाह इन है और कासिम फास्ट बॉलर इन है.
क्या टारगेट देख रहे हो आप स्कोर करने के लिए बैटिंग में?
कोशिश करेंगे इंशाल्लाह 180-185 तक करें क्योंकि आज हमारी बैटिंग लाइन और स्ट्रॉन्ग हुई क्योंकि आसिफ लाला आपको पता है वो हमारी टीम में वापस आ गए हैं तो कोशिश करेंगे 180-185 तक हम लोग करें.
Good luck, it's a good game.
Thank you.
Ronak, bowling first. What are your thoughts?
Wanted to bowl first. Wanted to change it up from what we did yesterday. Just saw the weather report as well. A lot of dew is going to come in. So I think it will benefit our batsmen in the second innings.
Well, the youngsters did really well yesterday, especially Israr coming back to form. It does give you a lot of advantage in the tournament.
When was Israr out of form in the first place? But fantastic player. I think all the boys just came to the party at the right time and I feel like we did an amazing job. I think we just need to continue that momentum. Don't get too carried away with the win. Take positives from there, but I think we're still far away from the perfect game.
Team news?
Unchanged.
Well, give us a good game.
Thank you.
Well, that's the news from the centre. Team Emirates Blues winning the toss, opting to bat first.
Thank you very much, Rizwanur Rahman. Much appreciated. So there you have it. Emirates Blues have won the toss and elected to bat first. And look at that. Asif Khan is in the Emirates Blues playing 11 alongside Kamran Atta, Nasif Faraz, Prithvi Madhu, the youngster, Safir Tariq, Rais Ahmed, Mohammad Asif, Sanjay Pahal, Mohammad Qasim, Ajay Kumar and Awais Ali Shah. So a very, very strong team on paper indeed. Well, as mentioned at the toss, Team Dubai are going in unchanged. So Ronak Panoli and Razel will continue as the opening duo. Israr Ahmed coming off a stupendous knock in the previous game. Nilansh Keswani batted beautifully as well. Then you have the wicketkeeper Abdullah Salim Aryan Lakra in there to give you that class in the all-rounders department. Amar Badami as well. Aditya Shetty, Ramesh Shahzad, very experienced campaigner. And then the two fast bowlers, Ayman Ahmed and Syed Nazir. Asghar Khan alongside me in the comm box. Were you slightly surprised to see that Emirates Blues want to bat first in this tournament?
A very good evening to all and very good evening, Ahmed Khwaja. Yes, it's quite a surprise the way the tournament is panned out so far. Teams like to bowl first, especially keeping in mind the dew factor as well, but they want to put runs on the board. It's going to be that sort of decision, especially if they need to get that big total 10 or 15 runs cushion is going to be important now that they have decided to bat first.
Well, let's see. That could play into the hands of Team Dubai, who don't mind chasing a lot of quality and depth in their batting lineup as well. And they are ready to go. And the major news is that Asif Khan is back in the D series. We welcome him and he'll certainly entertain us.
Oh, absolutely. A player of his stature always so special to be seeing him back, and I think it's a great advantage and an opportunity for the youngsters to learn from his experience.
Oh, absolutely. They should be sticking to him like glue, like super glue. Glean from his experience, get his advice, get some tips on how to improve yourself, learn from his work ethic. It's not only about his performances on the day, but the work he does behind the scenes. He is a non-stop worker, always in the gym, always training, always in the nets, always looking to improve himself, even though he has nothing to prove at domestic or international level.
That is absolutely true. You really hit the nail on the head by saying those things that his work ethic is just phenomenal. You've seen him over the years train so hard, and he's proved himself that age is just a number. It's all about keeping yourself fit and keep up your performances, which he's done remarkably well.
See that he's motivated still to compete hard on the UAE domestic scene. That is really, really good news. Of course, he has been drafted into the Gulf Giants squad in the upcoming season of ILT20. So we're very excited indeed. And there you go. The big man right there in the middle on the left of your screen. And alongside him is hard-hitting Kamran Atta. So two explosive players opening the innings for Emirates Blues.
Oh, absolutely. The other day, Kamran Atta was quite magnificent with the bat, and it could be such a dangerous opening pair. And there you go. Two openers in fine styles, contrasting styles. Pasif is more known for his bludgeon hitting, square of the wicket. Kamran Atta, it will be very interesting.
It's going to be a big challenge for the likes of Saeed Nazir and Ayman Ahmed. And Ronak Panoli will need to get his team, his bowling changes absolutely spot on. First of all, they need to choose the right ends. But it's very difficult to contain this pair in the middle. If they fire, then they'll take the game away from you. Simple as that.
How many times we have seen Asif Khan, especially at this venue, absolutely humiliating attacks. He's just got a great record, especially at this venue.
Oh yes, absolutely. I still remember that unbelievable innings he played against Bangladesh to seal the famous series victory for UAE. The first time UAE won a bilateral series versus a test member nation in T20Is. It was just a few months ago. But that day, he was dealing in sixes, pure and simple. Whoever came on to bowl for Bangladesh, he was sent flying out of the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Absolutely loves this place and brought up here after moving to UAE. Most of his cricket early on he played here at Sharjah, and he knows this strip really well.
It is going to be Saeed Nazir beginning from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Umpire Sunij giving us the A-OK. Deep square leg in position immediately. Deep third is out there, but he might be coming into the circle. So they're looking to just protect that onside boundary. No, they've taken a deep point and a deep square leg. We know Kamran Atta does like to flash the ball hard. So there could be a half chance there on the offside. Saeed Nazir bowled beautifully yesterday evening. Let's see if he can continue that good form. Match number 6 of the Emirates D20 2025 underway. First ball. Oh, wrapping him on the pads. Once again, that big in dipper. And that was clearly sliding down leg, but an excellent delivery.
Great length first up. That sort of movement can really trouble the best in the business, and Kamran Atta will be touch nervous after watching that ball jag back to him.
Extravagant movement in the air and off the deck. And he's the kind of player who likes to play the ball square. That's his go-to shot in the boundary. To get boundaries rather. So he'll need to be a bit careful. Facing up to Saeed Nazir once again. And hammered towards the onside and predictably in the stands.
What a stroke here. A sheer stroke of class and confidence, and he's coming off a very good knock. He's not bothered to take on Saeed Nazir.
Just back of a good length. That's what he's looking for. And he got it there. Just swiveled on it. And that went flying. Needs to be slightly fuller maybe. Try to make him hit straight towards that mid-off, mid-on region. Because he's a short, compact player. He's always ready to pull or cut the ball.
But he makes the bowlers think. And immediately after that shot of statement, third man comes up. Now they got deep mid-wicket and deep square leg.
Well, there you go. And it's just about a 50-55 meter hit. So very difficult to contain the batters on the onside. Hard cut, but couldn't get past Razel. I do remember he took a very good catch yesterday. He's a sharp fielder on the offside.
He's very good in that area. Good hands and good movement across the turf. Kamran Atta looking good here. He's forced Saad Nazir to perhaps bowl a little short after that big six through the leg side.
Yeah, I would still prefer that my fast bowler overpitch the ball rather than drop it short. When you drop it short, then you're truly at the mercy of the batters. Fair enough if they hit you down the ground or through the covers. Let's see if he makes that course correction. A better delivery, just sneaking down leg though. Just needs to correct the line.
Oh, absolutely, Ahmed Khwaja. That's a fair point. You got to be prepared to get driven sometime with the new ball because it brings a couple of key dismissals into play. The outside edge, there is a fly slip and also bowled and leg before wicket.
Oh, absolutely. With all these highways that we have in the UAE, the super highways, you have to be looking for a drive. And that is exactly what batters in the UAE tend to do. What will encourage him? He's getting swing in the air.
Not that late where we finish work and have to drive.
Yeah, that's more like stop, start for 2 hours. Meanwhile, Syed Nazir steaming in. Oh, excellent delivery and very watchfully played. And this is what we've come for. Everybody tuning in on Sports Eye. Asif Khan.
That's the moment we all been waiting for. Asif Khan on strike, and good to see him back at the top of the order as well. He's just facing his first delivery here. Just having a look at the surface and getting himself ready for the challenge.
If he can get a big fish like Asif Khan early, that is the kind of thing that people note down in their copybooks. That, hang on, this guy got the better of Asif Khan. Let's see. Down the leg side, a sighter for the great man.
They're struggling here, Syed Nazir. They're starting off that middle stump and that prodigious movement, taking the ball well outside leg stump. He's got to be starting somewhere around 5th, 6th stump channel and bring the batter forward.
Sometimes you get a bit pumped up, that nervous energy. The adrenaline is flowing through the system. Really excited for a contest with top guns. Can get a bit carried away. Just spraying the ball a bit. 9 runs conceded already in 4 legal deliveries. Got a bit big on him, but they will come through for a leg bye.
Again, that movement is there. He'll be touch disappointed in this over. He hasn't quite got the length right, nor the direction, because it won't swing for too long. You got to make that new ball count.
It will only going to last about 3-4 overs. Will be interesting to see who shares the new ball with Syed Nazir. It was Nilash Keswani, the left arm orthodox, who operated alongside Syed Nazir with the new ball. I'm not sure that plan will work against the likes of Kamran Atta and Asif Khan. Time will tell if Ronak Panoli is brave enough to stick to spin in the power play. Chopped away, but Razel will field the ball. So a lengthy over comes to an end. 10 for no loss. Be Nilansh Keswani. So that slight mystery has been solved. Will he be able to solve and dismantle this opening partnership of Emirates Blues? I'm not too sure. Let's see. Best of luck to him. It is going to be Asif Khan ready to go. I'm giving it due respect. A sighter or two.
That's where the experience comes into play. He wants to just play himself in here. He's looking pretty lean and pretty fit.
That's what we keep talking about. His off-the-field work ethic is second to none. That's why he's such a top player. Relentless. Oh, maybe a bit of grip. Maybe closing the face of the bat early.
Yes, looking to play him off the back foot. Not quite middling, and he's telling himself, look to play straight, Asif.
Was outstanding in the Tri-Nation series versus Afghanistan and Pakistan. Didn't have a great Asia Cup by his standards. Oh, nicely bowled there, Nilansh. Just slightly wider. And we have seen there is turn to work with.
So far, so good. 3 dots against Asif Khan. Nilansh Keswani off to a good start here.
Yeah, he's another great competitor, Nilansh Keswani. He'll enjoy the challenge. But not if you bowl it short. Got away with that one. Very, very lucky.
Right at the toe of the bat. It was there to be put it away. And normally Asif Khan hits them out of the stadium.
Well, he hits the ball so hard, and so far we've put up a big net on the onside towards the highway, because so many balls have cleared the roof towards that cow corner boundary from the Bukhatir end. Really got lucky there, Nilansh. Only 1 run conceded, so a very good over so far. Square leg in the circle. Very bold field setting.
Yeah, sitting back there, Kamranatha, waiting for something short, and it was cleverly bowled. He bowled it full inside edge. Good stuff.
Yeah, Dubai have really come out with a great game plan in this D20. Got that fabulous victory yesterday as well. They're looking sharp as a unit. Chopped away but can't beat the offside ring. And in the end, it's a superb over from Nilansh. 11 for the toss. So Syed Nazir needs to bowl a better over here. Make use of that new ball. You are getting swing. You are in good rhythm. And if you can strike early. Leg was slightly straighter. So they've got the field settings right.
And rightly so, because Asif is so strong through that area. 12 for none. Decent start here. Last over was a superb one from Keswani. So sadness, he's got to keep that pressure on here.
You try to tie them down, because both of these batters will react. They will look for a big shot. They're not the type to hang around, dictate terms to the opposition at all times. This is high. It's a miscue. And has it been taken? No, Nilansh Keswani has grasped it.
Big let off here for Kamranatha, because Nilansh Keswani is a superb outfield on that occasion. I think May just his elbow when he hit the ground. May have popped out. Not too sure, Ahmed Khwaja.
Hit him high on the bat. Not out of the middle. It was in the air for a long time. And yeah, just never really had it in his gather. Just went up the arms. Hit the wrists. Usually Nilansh is safe as houses. So Kamranatha has been given an early life on 7. Make a mental note of that number. Saeed Nazir had done the trick.
I created that chance. That was always on the cards. Against good batters, you got to take those opportunities. In the previous over, he had a part to play in Nilansh Keswani. Tight over. They looked to attack Saeed Nazir. Opportunity missed.
Will they live to rue that? Time will tell. Saeed Nazir, he's started off this tournament really well, looking in good rhythm, looking lean, looking mean, and bowling at good hostile pace and getting swing in the air. Cautiously played. No matter how great a player you are, every innings, Asghar Khan begins on 0.
Oh, absolutely. And Asif Khan, the experience he has, I think it's very important as a batter, no matter how great a player you are, to respect good deliveries. And Asif Khan, he does that. That's why he's such a great player. I mean, he's coming off from international stage, could easily get carried away and start smashing it from ball 1, but he's just investing time into this innings.
Absolutely. You need to get used to the conditions, get your eye in, look to middle the ball. Slower delivery once again, just straying down leg. Of the 14 runs that Emirates Blues have made so far, quite a few of them have been extras, but take a look here. Saeed Nazir feeling a bit of a pinch towards his rib area. Could be a side strain or maybe just some tightening.
I do feel for him. I really hope that it's nothing serious, because it's early on in the tournament. This lad has worked so hard to come to this stage, and you don't want to get injured here. And a serious injury, it puts you back.
He's clearly looking in some serious discomfort. And yeah, just trying to stretch it out, but it's not happening for him. Just something gone wrong. Even in his follow through, you could notice he immediately pulled up. And he looks to be in some difficulty. And for his well-being, I don't think he can continue bowling.
And neither he should. If he's not feeling well, I think that's a wise move to go off the field here. You don't want to be risking yourself.
Yeah, rub down maybe some fluids in.
A useful medium pacer, but it's a big step up bowling in the power play against two very destructive batters.
Yeah, didn't bowl at all in the previous match, which was surprising for me. But they always have that option in the back pocket. On a good day, can get that ball to swing. So let's see. He might have to bowl an extended spell tonight.
It all depends on these three deliveries. If he can find his rhythm and keep Kamranatha or Asif Khan, at the moment Asif Khan is on strike, keep him quiet, then obviously Ronak Panoli will be inclined to continue with him.
So far the bowling has been very good. Current run rate of just 5.5. So let's see. Having to go to option B is Ronak Panoli. Once again that bit of extra kick off the surface. We'll tuck it away for a single.
Cramping Asif on that occasion. Nicely done at the end. Just working it round the corner.
So far so good. Almost halfway through the power play. Should have had a wicket. Should have had Kamranatha back in the dugout. But a difficult catch put down. The outswinger. And it was as if he just left the the bat there and he let the ball hit it. Didn't even play a stroke.
Yeah, predominantly a back foot player, Kamran Atta. So he waits for the ball, uses that angle, nudges it down to third man. Bit of smile from Israr. Always up for the contest, this lad.
Oh, he backs himself against whichever bowler, whichever batter. He looks to dominate. Attack-minded by nature. Very skilled player. And a great addition to this Dubai squad. I dare say one of the key players in their squad. And leaving it well alone. 3 gone. ECB Blues, 16 for no loss. Nilansh into his second over. First one was excellent. But he would dearly want to create an impact after that dropped catch.
Absolutely. Now that he's got an opportunity here, he's got to kick on here.
So far it's been very watchful stuff from Emirates Blues. Asif Khan, of course, new to the tournament. But Kamran Atta, he's in a real purple patch. Flipped around the corner and straight to square leg. I think he didn't realize that fielder was in the circle. And a simple catch for the captain.
No real conviction in that stroke. Ahmed Khawaja just half-heartedly played that one. Like you mentioned, he may have not noticed that there was a behind square leg. Good catch there by Ronak Panoli. A soft dismissal for Kamran Atta. He fails to really get going here. He's gone for 9. They are 16 for 1.
Well, a very interesting choice. Prithvi Madhu. Very talented young batter. Technically sound. Coming in at 3. First saw him appearing for the Abu Dhabi D franchise, where he really caught the eye. But that was a 50 over format. Let's see if he can adapt his game to 20 overs. Certainly is a very talented lad. Bright future ahead. And speaking of bright futures, this lad is having a very good tournament already. Nilansh Keswani. Oh, is there an outside edge? Bit of a delayed appeal. Not convincing enough.
Very optimistic. Nilansh Keswani always up for an appeal or something. I think there was no bat in ball. That arm ball skidded on.
Yeah, too early to cut the ball. Try to play straight. Take what's on offer. He had a very, very good ILT20 development tournament. I felt for him when he went unselected in the auction. Deserved a spot in any of the 6 franchises. And his batting, that has really caught the eye in recent times. Change in the field. Long on coming into the circle. This time a better appeal, but still not out.
Loud appeal. If he's absolutely convinced that he got a nick on it. Well, Prithvi is just struggling here. He needs to just offer that full face and look to punch it through cover rather than playing behind square.
Yeah, that appeal was heard in the Sharjah Football Club alongside us. Oh, good fielding. Excellent work by Ayman. Oh, we're in the middle of a wicket maiden here if he can finish it off well. In fact, he has finished it off well. Nicely done. 16 for 1. So not continuing with Israr Ahmed in the power play. Going to Ayman Ahmed. Took a bit of tap yesterday, but ended up with a couple of wickets. Natural in-swing bowler. UAE under 19 product. Can he get one right? Get one through the defense of Asif Khan and really set Dubai on their way. Long on and deep square in position. And Asif Khan goes big, but it's a miscue. And it will still sail at least 15 meters beyond the rope for 6.
Well, this man has got enormous power. That's the first big shot he's attempted. Not quite out of the middle of the bat, but still clears long off comfortably. He's that good a striker of the cricket ball.
Yeah, I thought the mid-off had a chance. Absolutely no way. Somebody in the crowd would have gotten closer. But he knows Ayman Ahmed's bowling. He knows he likes to bowl full. And with mid-off up and mid-on up now, he's certainly going to challenge the straight boundaries. So will Ayman go slightly shorter now on this occasion? Deep point, deep square leg in position. He's beckoning towards the deep point, leaving him there. So early maximum for Asif Khan. This is huge. It's a Skya mid-on. Just couldn't get his hands on it. It was in the air for an absolute age. And just couldn't complete the take.
Never looked like catching it. Again, not quite timing it. It had the height, not the distance.
Yeah, Aryan Lakra. I think he lost it in the lights. But certainly Asif Khan has decided it's go time. Looking to be hyper aggressive in the power play. Is there an edge on that one? Yes, there is. Trying to slash a fuller delivery. And Ayman Ahmed has done the trick in the power play. He's got the big fish.
He's got the big fish and he'll be absolutely delighted. A loose shot there, looking to play it square off the wicket. And look at the celebration. It means a lot to him.
Well, that is a wicket worth its weight in gold. Asif Khan just looked a bit out of sorts. And in the end, he has fallen. Big moment in the game. Emirates Blues on the back foot. 24 for 2. Another experienced hand coming in at number 4, Safir Tariq. In the end, Ronak Panoli's choice has paid off immediately. Pacey delivery that was from Ayman. Wasn't the best deliveries ever bowled, but got the job done. That is what matters. Struck him high on the pad, just drifting down leg. Now his tail is up.
Well, he will remember that wicket for a very, very long time. When you pick up Asif Khan any day of the week, it's a huge wicket. 24 for 2. I think they've done really well to pull them back.
Yeah, it's been that sort of day, hasn't it? Quiet power plays. In the previous game as well, Abu Dhabi were struggling. Similar situation for Emirates Blues. The bowling has been top notch, even though the pitch has perhaps gotten a bit more placid. Hitting from the crease. Mid off. Oh, Ronak Panoli couldn't get there. I thought that was the chance.
He was back paddling. Ronak Panoli normally is very, very quick across the turf. Perhaps a little misjudgment here, Ahmed Khwaja.
Yeah, looking over his left shoulder, you could be right. Just didn't time his run. Yeah, that should have been a catch. Aryan Lakra's expression tells you the story. So Ayman should have had 2. Dubai should have had 3. Lucky escape for Safir Tariq. That was not a convincing shot. Immediately looking to go aerial rather than just nudge it into the offside for a single. This decision to bat first has certainly backfired on the Blues. Time will tell. One more over of power play to go. Lovely push. Mid-off will clean it up on this occasion. Excellent over from Ayman. 25 for 2. Entrusting Nilansh with the 3rd over in the power play. Well, if a spinner can give you 3 overs with the fielding restrictions, that is pure gold for Dubai.
Absolutely. Nilansh Keswani is very, very useful.
Oh, inside edge. Just that arm delivery. Tell us more about the way the pitch is playing at the moment, Asghar.
I just have a feeling that our ball is just kicking off that good length and maybe just holding in the surface. Because of that straw color grass is quite thick.
Certainly is aiding Nilansh at the moment. Soft hands. That's much better, much more in control on that occasion, Safir Tariq. Even though we've had the heavy roller on it consistently, it's still misbehaving a touch.
Yeah, that's enough for any batter. It's a fine margin, especially when you get used to playing on pluses surfaces and looking to hit through the line. When there's a little bit of variable bounce, it becomes very difficult.
Yeah, too often in the UAE, we get used to these mirror finish type pitches. Just smash the bowling to. Oh, what a delivery. Once again, that kick. Perhaps just hitting a live blade of grass.
But he's credit to Nilansh. He's bowled a wonderful length here, where he's making the batter think twice whether to get onto that front foot or to go on that back foot.
Well, the way he's bowling, entire quarter right. Just as we said, he bowls a long hop. No damage done though.
He's bowled two loose deliveries. One to Asif, he got away with it, and even that as well. But generally speaking, he's a wonderful addition to any side, especially because of his batting as well. He adds a lot of balance.
He's becoming a true all-rounder, the truest sense of the word, and he's not overpitched at all, which has been very good. Superb bowling from Dubai, and look at that pass. Just 27 on the board for the loss. Well, power play session firmly in favour of the bowling side. Current run rate of just 4.5. Already losing two big guns like Kamran Atta and Asif Khan. Prithvi struggling here, 1 of 8. Safir Tariq not quite in his groove yet. Aryan Lakra coming into the attack. Oh, arm delivery, and that one just misbehaved off the wicket as well.
Great stuff. Yeah, it just bounced a little because of his height. If there's anything, he will get that extra bit of bounce.
Plus, he has that very vertical arm action. Comes from around 11 o'clock or 12. Prithvi Madhu is looking for solutions, but trying to sweep is not a good idea on a back of length ball.
He's clearly feeling the pinch here. 1 of 10 deliveries can really scramble your mindset, especially in a T20 game.
Yeah, demoting Rais Ahmed, the kind of form he's in. That has certainly not paid off, and that will just build that pressure when you have nothing on the board and 2 or 3 wickets down.
A lot of these youngsters are technically correct, but in T20s, you got to improvise as well to get the scoreboard moving.
Yeah, absolutely, maybe some unorthodox strokes. Just struggling to get the ball off the square. It's taken 3-4 deliveries just to rotate the strike, and that is playing into the hands of Team Dubai. Ronak Panoli will be delighted with the start his team has made in this encounter so far. Despite losing the toss, they're dominating proceedings. Nilansh and Aryan have given him a lot of control, even though they lost a frontline fast bowler. Just beats the offside ring, but all they'll get is a single.
And that's where we spoke about it in the past as well. These youngsters, if you want to dominate it, you want to make runs in T20 cricket, you got to have the range of strokes. Ahmed Khawaja, it's not easy if you don't improvise or if you don't have raw power to be able to produce the goods more often than not.
Yeah, and they're not sure of using their feet either. Once again, a vicious delivery. A testing over from Aryan Lakra. 7 gone, 29 for 2 Emirates Blues.
29 for 2 after 7 overs. Nilansh Keswani, he's been superb. Chipped away on the onside by Safir Tariq. Safir Tariq is one player who can dominate spin on a good day, and they need him to fire. Alongside me, it's going to be Rizwan or Rahman. Once again, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Asghar. The young guns living up to the expectations of management and the skipper, Ronak Panoli, have done well. There were a couple of chances that were put down, but they've managed to find a way to come back. Exceptional stuff from the young boys. Nilansh Keswani did trouble the opening batters. There was turn on offer and is cashed on that opportunity really well.
Look at those figures. Just 5 runs in 3.2 overs. That's remarkable in a T20 game.
4 overs on the trot. How often do you get to see that? The skipper believing in him and is delivered. Watchfully played by Safir Tariq. A huge roar around the ground when Asif Khan Lala was out to the centre. He did connect one, but what a way to come back for Ayman, picking up the big scalp of Asif Khan. A joyous moment for him. Cuts it late. They look for 2, but settle in for 1.
Oh, absolutely. That was a huge wicket. Wicket of Asif Khan is always a prize scalp, and it's someone who can really damage you as an opposition. So see the back of him. Now they're controlling the game.
Subtle changes made to the team. Emirates pulled away. In the gap. A goes out the over.
Fantastic shot. Dropped it short, and Safir quickly onto it. A much needed boundary to break the shackles. 8 overs done and dusted. 37 for 2.
Aryan Lakra to continue. Just gave away those 2 runs in the first over. Prithvi is finding it difficult to score some runs. They're currently scoring at a very low strike rate. 5 of 16. And in a shorter format, that is certainly not acceptable.
Obviously, deep down, he knows the fact that he needs to get going. But he's got to find a way here against quality spin.
Good Safir Tariq found the gap of the final delivery of the previous over. Able to get the connection right.
I think these youngsters, they need to get better at playing spin. You got to use your feet. You got to have options. The reverse sweep or the conventional sweep, and also the paddle sweep. So just to disrupt the rhythm of spinners. If you play from the crease, they're going to bowl all day long on that decent length. That's where you struggle.
Some intent shown by Prithvi, and straight in hands of the fielder Ammar Badami.
That was always on the cards. I feel for Prithvi, the pressure was building on him, and he tried to break the shackles. Toe end of the bat, and a safe catch in the deep. Another one falls. ECB Blues really struggling here after opening to bat first. Another one goes. They're in further trouble. 3 down for 39. "39 for 3 after 8.3 overs. Aryan Lakra amongst the wickets. He's also bowled with great control. 1 for 4. Nasser Faraz, another talented batter. And someone who has the reputation and the ability to play spin well. Certainly going to be tested.
Show will be tested. Not easy for the batters to tee off right from ball 1. You will be taking time. There was an outside edge away from the slip corner at the Aditya Shetty. Almost half opportunity created there.
Looking to play for the straighter one. That bat was inside the line and then just spun. And he followed it with the hands. Lucky to be still there.
Brilliant work from Aryan Lakra. Aerial straight to the fielder Ronak Panoli. This is good stuff from the bowlers of Dubai.
I haven't seen anyone look to sweep the left arm spinners. Just playing from the crease. Even Nasser looking a bit tentative here.
You fabricate your shots. You can't be playing from the crease. 9 overs gone, 39 for 3. Ronak Panoli into the attack. Spun a bit there. Safir Tariq spends some time out there. Still you have Angad Nehru, an option as well. Good to see Ronak Panoli taking the charge after 2 left arm spinners, creating some turbulence and havoc in the batting department of Emirates Blues. Tossed up, straight down the ground. Just be a single, and as you rightly mentioned, Asghar, you don't allow the bowler to dictate terms. You need to find a way. You need to find a way to fabricate your own shots. Go out for that sweep shot or walk down the wicket. You can't let him dominate you. That was a peach of a delivery.
That's a very important point as well. You just can't afford to let them get into a groove. Then it becomes really difficult. It's always that sort of length a spinner wants to dictate terms. You got to look to get them off that length.
Well, this is ballooned up in the air, and the keeper calls it, and the keeper takes it. Widest delivery with no pace whatsoever, a slow one in the air, and Safir Tariq hitting the bottom end of the bat.
A low percentage shot there. Tried to fetch it from off stump. Instead of could have used his feet because there was enough flight to get under it. Top stuff here from Ronak Panoli. He's captained the side really well, and his bowling has come of age as well of late. Disappointment for The wicketkeeper, Safir Tariq, 4 down for 41 inside 10 overs. They are in tatters.
Rais Ahmed walks out to the center, had a brilliant ILT Developmental League, has been selected. Responsibility on his shoulders.
Batting too low down the order. I'll be very, very straight here. He should be batting in the top 3, Rizwan, and there's no way you send him at number 6. Quality player. 10 overs gone, 42 for 4.
Aryan Lakra will continue.
He's getting that bounce as well. He's bowling at a nice pace, Aryan Lakra, using his experience and using his height as well. Fantastic stuff from Lakra.
He's been selected for this Sharjah Warriors, Rais Ahmed. Cut shot again. And the ball will find the fence. A welcome boundary for ECB Blues.
He's a fantastic player, Rizwan. Spin, how quickly he judged the length. And there was fraction shot to be able to pick length and then place it to perfection. A sparing effort at back foot point.
You need to find a way to get him out. He settles how dangerous of a player he could be. Seen some wonderful innings in the previous editions, playing for Team Fujairah. worked a lot on his fitness as well, looking much better to what he was before.
Has to train pretty hard to get himself into that perfect shape, but he's getting there, which is a positive sign.
Nicely worked away. Well, I think it can take a bit of time, couple of overs, just to settle in and then look to go big. Nasser Faraz on the other end also can contribute well.
Last couple of seasons race, there's not been question about his batting. It's just that fitness part. Sometime he's not quite up to the mark, but he's realized the importance. That's good to see. Nasser Faraz doesn't find space on the offside.
But that has been a debate all over when you have players who are able to deliver. We've seen Sarfraz Ahmed in India in domestic season scored about seven centuries, still not part of the setup. They talk about the fitness level. Are you looking at the fitness level? Are you looking at the contribution of runs from the batter?
That's a very interesting question, Rizwan. It will take some time to answer. I'll try to get back to you the next over. 11 gone, 47 for 4.
Well, he missed his bat in the process. Was straight to the fielder. Humid conditions out in the middle.
He's new to the crease. Maybe he's using those practice gloves. He got damped pretty quickly. His bat flung in the air. Yeah, coming back to your question, the last over regarding the fitness. It's have a look at that one. Just lost control completely. Race. I think in the modern day game, Rizwan, the things have changed a lot. There's been a lot of emphasis on fielding, and top class fitness plays a huge part in producing extraordinary results in the field. That's why most of the management and the coaching staff and the selectors, they want supreme athletes. Batting is one factor where you take into account an individual who scores a lot of runs, but at the same time you want those 10 to 15 runs in the field from that personnel.
Yeah, you've got to be definitely either a two-dimensional or three-dimensional athlete. But my point still remains, you are able to contribute those runs with the bat. Yes, you may not be as agile as possible in the field, but I think he's got that ability. We've seen him score, and it's good to see him back, really working hard behind the scenes and shedding that weight as well.
Oh, absolutely. Never been a question of his batting ability. Well, he's found out Ronak Panoli, a simple cotton bowled. Race couldn't really get going tonight, and ECB Blues further in trouble here.
We're just trying to up the ante, succumbing to the pressure. Straightforward catch, cotton bowl to Ronak Panoli. Oh, what a day the bowlers are having. Rais Ahmed will have to depart. 7 of 9 for him. Another one bites the dust for team Emirates Blues. 49 for 5, half side back into the hutch, and in comes Awais, a prolific bowling all-rounder. We know he can bat, can hit the ball long. We've seen him almost getting his team Sharjah over the line in a 50-over format in a D series. He'll have to do something special today to get to his team to a formidable total.
A real fighter. And straight away decides to go big. He skied one up in the air. Mid-off settles underneath that. And Ronak strikes. We brought him up big time, but today he's failed to deliver. He's gone for a duck.
I'm not sure what the intention was from Awais Ali. You're facing the first delivery, trying to go big. No real conviction, straight into the hands of Nilansh Keswani. Ronak Panoli yet again picking up a massive wicket. Awais will have to depart without troubling the scorers for a golden duck. Emirates Blues are in disarray, 49 for 6. Twelve on, 49 for 6. What an outing the boys of Dubai have had so far. They've kept losing wickets at regular intervals. Current run rate at 4.03. Getting to 100 also is looking very bleak for the boys of Emirates Blues. Aryan Lakra 9 for 1 into his fourth over. Played up Pishley, but in no man's land. Lucky for Nasir Faraz, didn't quite time it well. It'll just be a single. A new batter out to the centre is Mohammad Asif, who can bat.
Absolute disaster. Winning the toss and batting first. Who would have thought they would be 50 for 6? Incredible stuff coming in here from the spinners. Nilansh Keswani, Aryan Lakra, Ronak Panoli. 3 left arm spinners.
Delivery gone through the gate. They were heavy.
Obviously, he's a great player, but you just can't rely on one person. It has to be a team effort, and especially the top 4, top 6, they need to deliver. Oh, was it outside the edge? No, it was nothing off the bat.
I thought for a second there was some sort of feather touch, but yeah, that is a wide. Good decision by the umpire. You can't have, as a team, you can't rely on one batter. It is a team game. And unfortunately, the decision to bat first has not worked in their favor.
It is one thing that you take a decision whether to bat first or bowl first. More than that is one. It's just about the execution part. Getting off to a good start, a solid start, things would have been different. And you put runs on the board on a slowish wicket, you can still make a match of it, but unfortunately it hasn't happened for them.
Right on the money, Aryan Lakra, just following the drill. gone 53 for 6. Into his third over, picked up 3 wickets, just gave away 5 runs, but this was in the slot. And Nasir Faraz punishes Ronak Panoli. What a start, and what a way to.
Thank you very much, Rizwan. That's a fabulous shot from Nasir Faraz. Great player of spin. Slightly flighted delivery. And he took a calculated gamble that has paid off. It's been all about the Dubai spinners so far. Ronak Panoli, certainly not a frontline option by any means. But take a look at those figures. 3 for 11 into his third over. Has it been that difficult to wicket?
In fact, it was 3 for 5 apart from that massive maximum. Yeah, there's a bit of turn. We've seen in the power play, Nilansh Keswani was getting the better of the batters. Not an easy wicket. Probably 150, 140 would have been a good total. They should have taken some time out and worked towards a modest total.
Now only got 20 odd runs in the power play. Since then, they've just never had any momentum. Swing and a miss across the line. That was there for the taking for Nasir.
Yeah. Somewhere in the stands, Ronak Panoli, what an outing. Well, it's gone for a maximum, but he's found a way to come back.
Cannot find the single on the offside. And once again, we've had these conversations in the past, that middle game that some of the UAE, some of the batters in the UAE rather, they just don't seem to have it. It's either go big or just a dot delivery. Inside edge, could have gone anywhere. They will take a sneaky single, but still only 7 off the over. 60 for 6. So it's going to be Razel Nadir coming into the attack. I have to be honest, I have not seen him bowl enough, but he seems to be marking out the run-up of a fast bowler here, is one.
Well, he was captaining the team. He does bowl in the power play. We are talking about especially the middle order. The always have emphasized more on it. And if you look at if you analyze the batting conditions of Team Emirates Blues, probably Rice would have been promoted up to number 3.
Yeah, most certainly they need to tweak their batting order. It's absolutely nonsensical to have a player like Race Ahmed at number 6. Maybe some experimentation that didn't quite come off. There was no Ahmed Tariq in the side this evening either. So certainly they have not put out their best top 6.
The opening pair was perfect. I mean, no Khan Lala, how destructive he could be. Usually in the domestic tournaments, he tends to open up the innings. But I was a bit surprised with the.
Will land in front of the long on. So far so good from Razel. Yeah, certainly. We keep mentioning it is early days in the tournament, but you would rather be on the winning side in a groove as a team rather than fighting for survival. You need at least 5 victories, I feel, in the group stage, bare minimum, to finish in the top 4.
I think has done well. They were quite brilliant.
Bit of an off cutter on that occasion, so mixing it up nicely. Nothing full from the youngster so far, doing well. Mind you, he's bowling to the shorter onside boundary as well, but they haven't been able to pull towards that region. 62 for 6. This innings is not really going anywhere. They might get 120, 130 if they bat really, really well. And that is certainly not going to be enough.
Well, given the current run rate that they're scoring.
Picked up towards mid-wicket and will clear. Clean strike from Nasir Faraz.
It was meant to be hit. It was in the slot. And cashing on the opportunity is Nasir Faraz. Beautiful hit towards the cow corner. And that will be a release shot for Nasir Faraz.
Yeah, the length was not bad. The problem was he bowled it too straight. If you want to go fuller, try to be outside off. You have acres of space. It's a big boundary. You have a deep point and a deep cover. So if you're going to err on the fuller side, go outside off. This is high. This might travel. Long on. We'll watch it sail onto the roof.
Magnificent. Absolutely thunderous from Nasir Faraz. Another one in the slot using the pace on offer and is dispatched it for a maximum.
He looks in good touch. And he's a key member of this Emirates Blue squad for the last couple of seasons. Another very technically sound, solid middle order bat that could get a look in for the UAE national team.
Yeah, it does take that responsibility, the owners in the middle order. 14 runs already of the over. The most expensive one so far in the innings. Under pressure is the youngster Razel Nadir.
Yeah, they had to take a chance against someone. They just couldn't get the spinners away. So young Razel has been targeted. Started the over off well, but then just over pitching and bowling too straight. Plenty of instructions coming in from the dugout. But the game is still in control for Dubai. This is a miscue. This is a chance and will be taken. So in the end, the gamble has paid off.
Well, it's a similar mistake which was done by Sagir Khan yesterday. You've scored 2 maximums already, and the slow one just didn't quite read it and straight into the hands of Israr Ahmed.
It cost them a few runs, but it's got the prized wicket of Nasir Faraz. That will do nicely for Team Dubai. Emirates Blues tottering at 74 for 7. Well, they still have batting to come through. Sanjay Pahal at number 9 of all positions. This man is a regular number 5, number 6 finisher. So Dubai cannot relax just yet. Ayman Ahmed got the big wicket of Asif Khan. Can he knock over the remaining batters of Emirates Blues? Not sure why Mohammad Asif was sent above Sanjay Pahal. Certainly been a lot of experimentation done by the Blues this evening, and it hasn't worked because they're 74 for 7. Oh, beautifully glided. Attempted wide Yorker, but he's just sliced it for 4.
Well, we knew he can bat, Mohammad Asif. Waited for it, just found the gap to perfection. Beautiful delivery and nicely cut away.
That's a top shot, not easy. Deft touch and excellent placement. So an early boundary. Just some big hits coming in from the Blues finally. First Nasif Faraz. And now Mohammad Asif and Sanjay Pahal. We know he packs a punch, that is for sure. Hence Desert Vipers immediately snapped him up for IL T20 Season 4. Punched hard and just clearing the mid off. Not out of the middle. He would have had his heart in his mouth there.
Well, he knew the fielder was inside the circle. He took that gamble to clear that inner circle. Just can time it well, but watch out for this man, Sanjay Pahal, walking in at number 9.
Certainly have a plethora of batting options. ECB Blues, no doubt about it. So immediately the long off, long on the fence. Deep mid wicket, deep square, deep cover. Third and fine leg in the circle. Ayman needs to get it right. Outside edge and past the keeper. Streaky boundary.
Emirates Blues will take it. It needed a full stretch dive towards the right. Oh, that should have been taken. That was almost there. Ayman cannot believe it. And Sanjay Pahal gets off the mark in style.
Abdullah Salim, the wicketkeeper, stretched every muscle, every sinew in his body to get to that one. Just out of his reach. Feet not quite moving, new to the crease. A flurry of boundaries. Some lucky, some calculated, some on purpose, some not quite. They'll take it either way. They desperately need runs. Better delivery. Good comeback by Ayman.
The good thing is, not happening. They're able to pick up those singles and doubles. 10 runs already off this over so far.
They've been behind the game for so long. Finally, some impetus being shown. And many times it's just about the intent itself, the willingness to go for boundary shots rather than thinking about survival. So often that can make the difference when you're looking to take charge of the game rather than be a spectator. Oh, this should be a catch. No! Extra cover was right on the 30-yard ring. And Mohammad Asif once again gets lucky.
Well, intent is clear, but you need to make sure you get the connection right. Falling short of the fielder there. And I think when you have a batter of Sanjay Pahal's caliber, you might as well feed as much a strike as possible to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Instead, both are just looking to swing from either end. That's not the right approach. There needs to be communication between the pair. But they've got the runs in the over. 11 off it so far. Oh, slower delivery. Beautifully disguised. And he just about managed it. 4 overs remaining. 86 for 7. Well, this is a bold move. Ronak Panoli coming in for his final over. 3 for 12. He's bowled exceptionally so far this evening. But in the slog overs, I'm not sure about this move, Rizwan.
Yeah, they've lost the services of Saeed Nazir due to an injury. This is a bit of a gamble. You've got to be careful against Sanjay Pal.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded giving Razel another over. Pace on, seamer. He already produced a breakthrough. Spinner is a lot easier to tackle, I feel. Or maybe not. Well bowled.
That was a good delivery. Mohammad Asif to go big. Kept a bit low on that occasion.
Now looked pretty. Oh, he's run down the wicket. And he can run back to the dugout. Easy stumping.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. You're 7 wickets down. You have a massive hitter at non-strikers. Instead of trying to go big, you might as well just nudge it around. Let Sanjay take as much a strike as possible. And in the process, trying to go big, Mohammad Asif will have to walk back to the dugout. Another one bites the dust for Emirates Blues. Mohammad Asif departs after scoring 8 of 8.
Ajay Kumar, known more for his bowling skills. I think I haven't ever seen him bat. He's usually been in a strong team. So let's see. Ronak Panoli, 4 for 13. What a day the spinners have had at the Emirates D20. Esam Mathiur up first for Rajman, and now Ronak Panoli turning it on. That's a good looking cut shot to get off the mark.
Yeah, comes with a lot of experience, Ajay Kumar. Usually bats down the order. Never seen him bat, as you rightly said, but he does have that ability to pick up singles and doubles and rotate the strike.
Yeah, that's the least he can do. They have to bat the full 20 overs, bare minimum. Whatever you get. Smart bowling from Ronak. Really throwing it up outside off. He knows they're going to drag it towards the onside.
Well, it's not easy to slog from outside. You need to get the connection right, and you'll end up miscuing it, and another casualty will be on the way.
Arm delivery, just about got his bat down in time. And it's a very, very fine bowling display by the Dubai skipper. 4 for 16 on the night. 90 for 8. Can Dubai mop up the Emirates Blues tail, or will it wag? 18 legal deliveries remaining. They would like another 30 runs. If they can achieve that, could be an interesting game. Heyman, 1 for 21. Well, he has to bowl the 18th and the 20th. Responsibility given. Can he execute? Good delivery. Well, it was that bat hitting the turf that was the sound.
Immaculate. And that pace on offer immediately. Deliveries. And if Sanjay can play at least 10 to 11 of them, they can get to a respectable total.
Yeah, I think he'll have to start denying singles when he's on strike. It has to be one-way traffic. But for that, Ajay Kumar needs to get to the non-striker's end. Job done. Low full toss. Now what is Sanjay Pahel looking to do? Which area will he target?
Well, watch out for the contest between these two. Ayman, he did pick up the big scalp of Asif Khan. Can he pick up Sanjay Pahel towards the end?
Yeah, he's a natural death bowler. He has the ability to execute those quick Yorkers on middle and leg. But if you miss your length, you might be in trouble. He does have the bigger onside boundary. So slight favor in his equation if he can get it right. That is the key. Because Sanjay Pahel is coming after you. That is for sure. Oh, slow delivery. Very nicely executed.
Clever, intelligent bowling from Ayman. Well, in the previous over, there were a couple of them provided in the slot where Nasir Faraz executed well, knowing how big of a power hitter Sanjay Pahel is, immediately coming up with an off-pace delivery.
I think that's the plan. Keep doing that. Off pace, wide of off. Make him fetch the ball or hit straight. If he miscues, you have two fielders in the deep. Smart bowling, like you mentioned, from Ayman. A thinking cricketer, although very tender in age, just about 20 years old. All along the carpet, a misfield. And they will have to push for two. They will get it.
Nicely drilled down the ground. A lot of power behind that shot. But still will be gutted. Yet to see a big one from Sanjay Pahel. He's kept at bay. Brilliant bowling from Ayman.
He's a difficult customer to contain, Sanjay Pahel. Powerful biceps, forearms, pure power. And he can hit you with a straight blade. It's not slogging. It's just brute force. But it hasn't been Emirates Blues evening so far. Remember, they wanted to bat first. Oh, full toss. Heave towards square leg. Waiting for the umpire signal. Is it above waist height? Yes, it is. Free hit.
Pahel would have fancied that delivery. It was just a single free hit on offer. Ajay Kumar. Can he find something big here?
Yeah, it was a strange decision to take that single. You should have denied it for sure. Still two deliveries to go in the over, so you were not with that urgency to farm the strike. Or maybe Ajay Kumar is like, don't worry, I'll send it packing. Let's see if he can connect and pick up a much needed boundary for the Blues. No, he cannot. Attempted scoop falls harmlessly in front of Ronak Panoli.
Just trying to improvise the scope shot. Another change in pace. Slow one from Ayman, not allowing any pace whatsoever on offer.
Yeah, he's done well so far. Good variations. Pace on, pace off, cutters, Yorkers, wide of off. Not easy for a young bowler to have that complete armory, especially bowling in T20. But he's done a very, very decent job. The responsibility was on him. Hitting from the crease and clearing the fence. Easy as you like from Sanjay Pahel.
That was a slot delivery. He did everything right till that point. And one in the slot. Sanjay Pahel goes big. Straight as you like. He didn't really hit it too hard. Timed it well. And got the maximum out of it. 18 gone, 102 for 8.
So Razel to bowl the penultimate over. Well, Ronak Panoli has certainly been very creative with his bowling changes today.
Yeah, this is a big responsibility on Razel Nadir's shoulders, up against a power hitter of Sanjay Pahel's caliber. He has to be at the right lens.
But like you mentioned, he was the frontline seamer for UAE under 16. But in this kind of scenario, to have to step up against a power hitter who's in great touch, who's just hit a 6, well, it doesn't get any tougher in terms of an examination than that. Let's see if he can pull it off. Bowled it into the pitch. Nicely done. And they will take the single.
Yeah, better one from Razel Nadir. Quicker one.
And he opens the innings as well. So a genuine all-rounder. Certainly, Team Dubai have a lot of faith in this teenager. So far, he's lived up to the challenge with the ball. Fell early yesterday. Nicely done. That's as full as you can get.
Executing the plans well, Razel Nadir. 105 for 8. They go past 125. Just to give them a bit of psychological advantage.
Yeah, anything around 130 could perhaps be defendable. Although the Dubai top order is in good form. Ronak Panoli, Israr Ahmed, even Ramiz played well yesterday. Nilansh was excellent. Smeared and long off with the chance. Taken. So the 16-year-old gets it done for Team Dubai.
Well, they had the faith in him and he has delivered. Beautiful delivery from Razel Nadir. Sanjay Pahel will have to walk back straight down the fielder at long off. Brilliant catch. He departs after scoring 18 off 11. A boundary and a maximum. No, 6 for 9.
So it's the final pair at the crease. Mohammad Qasim, young fast bowler, coming in to face the music. Well, he needs to play the final 9 deliveries alongside his fast bowling companion Ajay Kumar. Razel with 2 wickets to his name. Bowling in tricky circumstances, the youngster has done very, very well. Not overawed by the occasion. Stuck to his guns and they've paid off. And Dubai have put in an outstanding bowling and fielding performance for the most part together. I do remember that one dropped catch of Kamran Atta, but that didn't cost them much. And the spinners were outstanding. Aryan, Nilansh, Ronak, all three doing a sterling job. And if they bat according to the situation, they should make it 2 out of 2. But first, they need to wrap up the tail. So Ajay Kumar and Qasim, anything they add here is a bonus really. It's been a low scoring day at the D20, which is a surprise. Disappointing show put on by Team Abu Dhabi. Straightforward run chase for Ajman, who got it done in 11 overs time. This is another low scoring affair at the moment. Only 7 legal deliveries remaining. So those projections of 125, 130 look very, very unlikely. Change in the field. They've taken a deep point for Ajay Kumar. Telegraphed his plan to come down the track. Superb bowling from Razel. 2 for 19 on the night. Final over coming up. 107 on board. So Ayman to bowl the final 6. Mohammad Qasim facing. Creating some room. You don't want to expose your stumps.
9 wickets down. What an outing for the bowlers of Dubai. They were up against some quality batters, the likes of Asif Khan, Kamran Atta. But they bowled to the plan and ensured they were right up there.
Very disciplined and very steady, consistent bowling from Team Dubai. And more importantly, they held on to their catches. Did not give any second chances for the most part. That's why Emirates Blues are on the back foot. Hit straight. And an excellent running catch by Amar Badami. Emirates Blues have been rolled over. 107 all out.
Well, the fielding absolutely impeccable. Changer from Ayman, and Ammar Badami does the rest. A good catch in the deep.
Superb bowling display. You can see the big smile on the face of Ronak Panoli. And why not? He's picked up 4 wickets. Ayman has picked up 3 wickets. Nilansh was outstanding as well in the power play. And Emirates Blues, well, they have a big mountain to climb to defend this paltry score of 107. Another 20 runs, it could have been interesting, but just 107 is not going to be enough.
Tough day at work. Kamran Atta 9 of 11. There was an opportunity that was put down by Nilansh, but he came back and picked up his wicket. Asif Khan 12 of 12 for him. Belaboured approach from Prithvi Madhu 5 of 17. The only one who got going was Nasir Faraz 24 of 23, and in the end Sanjay Pahal scoring 18 of 11.
A lot of starts, but nobody converting, nobody kicking on. And that was the entire story for Emirates Blues. In terms of the Dubai bowling, Nilansh was superb in the power play. 1 for 11 in his 4 overs. 2 for 33. Ayman Ahmed did well. 4 wickets for the skipper. 4 for 16. And 1 for Aryan and 2 for Razel, the teenager who did a superb job as well. Only 6 extras, so overall very disciplined bowling from the men in blue. Taking a look at the highlights, Kamran Atta started off with a bang, but then it ended with a whimper. Simple catch at square leg. Asif Khan struggled for his form, did hit a big 6, but this was the big moment, slashing at a fuller one, and he immediately was sent on his way. The likes of Safir Tariq coming in, looking to be aggressive, but it wasn't that kind of pitch. Prithvi Madhu holding out, and nothing short coming in from Safir Tariq. Simple catch for the wicketkeeper. Rais Ahmed came in with big expectations, started off well, but then a great catch taken by Ronak Panoli off his own bowling. Nasir Faraz connected with a few. Some good looking shots towards the onside. Towering hits for 6, but then tried to repeat the dose, and a simple catch at long on. And after that it was a procession of ECB Blues batters heading back to the dugout. Ronak Panoli ending up with 4 wickets. Ayman got hit for 6, but that was a brief boundary in the end, holding out to Razel, and that was the end. Final wicket caught at long off. So 108 is the target for Team Dubai. Their run chase begins in just a few minutes time. Stay tuned. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to match number 6 of the Emirates D20 2025. Emirates Blues have been rolled over for just 107 runs, despite choosing to bat first. A lot of big names in the side, but none of them really fired, apart from Nasir Faraz, Kamran Atta, Asif Khan, Safir Tariq, all disappointing. Rais also falling in single digits. So Dubai have a relatively straightforward task. Required run rate of just 5.4 per over. Superb bowling coming in from Ronak Panoli, Ayman Ahmed and Rezal Nadir, but full credit goes to Nilansh Keswani as well, who bowled an outstanding spell in the power play. Only 11 runs conceded in his 4 overs. So the Dubai openers are out there in the middle. Alongside me in the comm box is Asghar Khan. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Ahmed Khwaja, and good evening to our viewers. What a performance coming in from Dubai. Lost the toss and fielding first. They have done a remarkable job. Strong batting lineup, but the combination wasn't quite right as far as the batting order is concerned, and they didn't got going.
Yeah, most certainly. A lot of odd batting positions for a number of key players. Rais coming in at 6, Sanjay Pahal coming in at 9. So they certainly need to tweak that. Meanwhile, Ronak Panoli will be facing the first delivery. The man in the golden helmet played a very good cameo yesterday, got 39 quick runs. Will be taking on Ajay Kumar, selected in the DP World IL T20 Season 4 for his consistent performances in the UAE domestic scene. He will be part of the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders, so let's see if he can show that new ball excellence tonight as well. Slip in place. Immediately looking to flash the ball hard, just within the tram lines.
Ajay Kumar is a fine bowler. Very smart operator, and he'll be looking to use these conditions. Not too many runs to play with, but look to just cramp Ronak for room here.
Yeah, he's not express pace, but a very smart thinking bowler and has that brilliant back of the hand slower delivery that gets him a lot of wickets. So Ronak Panoli will need to watch out for that one. He likes to go hard at the ball in the power play. He can get you to miss time one off that slower ball. Finishing within the stumps and good fielding of his own bowling.
Good stuff. Bowling it straight and equal to the task. Ronak played it with the full face of the bat. He can afford to take a bit of time on this surface.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no hurry at all. Required run rate of 5.5. You can take 120 deliveries if you like, as long as you get to that magic number of 108. There are no prizes for finishing the game early. Take your time, get set, play the ball on merit, and try to build an innings. That will certainly be the first runs on the board.
Yeah, attempted outswinger, started wide and kept on going with the angle. Great opportunity here for Ronak and Rezil as well. Dubai, this tournament, they're looking so good.
Well, it's been a topsy-turvy day at the D20. Low-scoring matches, both of them. Has it been the pitch that has been that difficult? Or is it the bowling? We'll find out from Asghar Khan after this delivery. Oh, well bowled, just nipping away. Well, tell us more, Asghar Khan.
Well, Ahmed Khwaja, to be honest, it's not the true surface we come to associate here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. There's something for the bowlers, and I think bowlers in both the games, they have assessed the conditions better than the batters. Batters, they need to work hard on this surface. It's not that sort of surface where you come and just tee off.
Yeah, you can't take it for granted. You need to graft, need to build an innings. Once again, flirting outside off. Ronak Panoli, a touch casual.
Perhaps he's expecting that in-swinger. So far, it's been all outswingers going across him. He's a very smart operator. And Ronak does like to hit on the up. Not an easy surface.
Yeah, he'll have to work harder here. And like you mentioned, very smartly, Ajay Kumar just swinging the ball away from Ronak, making him chase the ball. Showed him the in-swinger on the second ball. Since then, everything has gone away. What is this one going to do? Oh, catches him high on the blade. Luckily in the gap.
This is sort of surface where I think the batters, they need to wait a bit longer and look to play square of the wicket because it's a slow surface. And we have seen throughout the course of these two games, Ahmed Khwaja, a lot of batters getting caught hitting the high part of the bat, because there is that spongy bounce.
Yeah, it's hitting more towards the splice, towards the sticker. So you need to be a strong back foot player, one, and two, need to play as late as possible. Try to work the ball rather than play it against the line. Rezel, young batter in the opening slot. Two slips in place. Well, clearing that front leg. So he wants to express himself. Misfield. That is certainly very sloppy from Prithvi Madhu. Not having a good afternoon. First over done. 3 for none. So it's going to be Sanjay Pahel taking the new ball from the Bukhater end with the shorter offside boundary. Does have the ability to nip the ball around. Let's see if he can get it right. Early wickets is the name of the game.
Oh, absolutely. If they have any hope in this game, they got to get them 3 or 4 down inside the power play to have any sort of hope.
Yeah, at least 3 wickets. Agree with you there. And certainly Ronak Panoli will give you a chance. Rezel has looked to be very aggressive as well. So if you can get it right, you can be in the game. Slip in place, deep third, and a deep fine leg in position for Rezel Nadir. And it was that outswinger, beautifully bowled.
These conditions, this sort of surface, should suit Sanjay Pahel's sort of style of bowling, because he's very experienced and he knows his areas. Tall, lanky, medium pacer. Not the quickest, but he's got the accuracy.
Accuracy and the ability to move the ball, that is going to be key. He's really come out like a house on fire the last 12-14 months in the UAE. He's adapted quickly and become a match winner right from day one. And he certainly caught the eye of scouts all over the globe. Well, there is an outswing delivery, but your back leg is moving towards square leg. That's not the right technique, Rezel.
Yeah, backing away. Also, that front shoulder fell apart. And then that's good to see. Ronak straight away walking up to the youngster as a captain as well, and being a senior batter, having a word. He can afford to take time here.
Yeah, you can afford to take time, but you should look to at least push the ones and twos. Don't face too many dot deliveries. That just allows that required run rate to rise every single delivery. Emirates Blues need wickets with the power play. Simple as that. Once again, looking to punch with those expansive drives without getting to the pitch.
Great stuff from Sanjay Pahel, though. So far, absolutely right on the money. He hasn't gone really full. He hasn't gone short, so he's drawing the right-hander forward. There's a slip in place. That's good tactics here.
And of course, having Asif Khan in your ear from mid-off, he has pretty much played every form of cricket all over the globe. Seasoned campaigner and a very shrewd cricketer as well. Outside edge and taken. Excellent catch at slip. And they get the early breakthrough.
This time he got closer to Rezel. Superb fast bowling from Sanjay Pahel. All smiles straight to that wide-ish third slip. Bit of a leading edge. Caught the shoulder of the bat. He really bent his back on that occasion, Sanjay Pahel, and he surprised the youngster. Great start. An ideal start. An early wicket for Sanjay Pahel. Rezel goes for 1. 3 for 1.
So it's going to be in form Israr Ahmed coming in at number 3. Was in outstanding touch yesterday evening. Match winning effort. But this is a brand new day, a brand new innings. And you start from 0 once more. Early breakthrough provided by this man. Excellent bowling. Getting in line with the ball. That's much better. That was something Rezal was not doing.
Yeah, he's in good form now. Good knock yesterday, moving his feet nicely. That's a replay. Very good delivery, but closing the face on a surface which is quite tricky. That was his downfall.
Once again, like you mentioned, that spongy bounce, taking the shoulder of the bat. And good game awareness of Safi Tariq. That bat face would have been closed. And he thought the ball would be going towards the onside, but it came straight to him at a good height. You need to hold on to your catches to defend a low score. Wonderful square punch by Israr. What a way to get off the mark.
I didn't try to hit it hard at all. Playing square of the wicket, playing late under his eyes. Just use the angle and the pace. 7 for 1 after 2 overs.
It's been a good start with the ball for Emirates Blues. Not conceding a lot of runs. Early wicket taken. Oh, good fielding. Brilliant stop that by Nasir Faraz. That was travelling.
Excellent bit of work on the offside. That kind of effort really can inspire the rest of the unit. Look at that shot. Last ball, last over. Thread the needle, Ahmed Khwaja. Beautiful timing.
Just wonderful hands from Israr Ahmed. It was slightly fuller, but he didn't use his feet a lot. Just waved his bat like a wand. Wonderful shot. A man in prime form, like you mentioned. But Ronak, he's struggling to get things going here. Oh, top edge. Balloons over the keeper, but a simple catch. Put down. Owais Ali Shah, what have you done?
That is quite unbelievable. Shocking to say the least, because it was one of the easiest one. He had all the time in the world to get under it. I think he went the other way around with his fingers sky up, and look at that. Oh dear.
That is not how you execute the reverse cup catch. That tea has been spilt. And Ronak given a life when he's on 1. Dear me, Emirates Blues are not doing themselves any favours at all. That was an absolute sitter. Oh, inside edge. Could have gone anywhere. Very lucky.
Didn't know much about that one. That's a wonderful delivery. Well, that 108 is the target. May not seem to be enough, but I tell you what, if they can get rid of Ronak and Israr, and then there's a huge amount of pressure in that middle order.
Absolutely, the likes of Nilansh and Aryan will feel the heat. Ramesh Shehzad, I think, should be coming in at number 4. You need his experience in this kind of scenario on a spicy wicket and quality bowling. Once again, he just cannot lay bat on ball at the moment against Ajay Kumar.
It's that sort of surface where you got to move your feet a lot more than normally you do, or normally you need to do. There is something for the bowlers. He's hitting a wonderful length here, Ajay Kumar, and getting that steep bounce.
Emirates Blues are certainly going to fight tooth and nail to defend this 107 runs. The bowling has been spot on so far from both ends. Cannot find the gap. You need to dig in. You need to show some graft, some backbone.
I think that's where even that shot was looking to hit it hard on a surface, on a slow surface. Sometimes you need to just drop it at your feet and rotate strike. It takes the pressure off you And that's where I think Ronak needs to improve. He's a fine stroke maker, but on difficult pitches, he needs to find a way.
That middle game we've been going on and on about throughout the 3 match days of D20. Slower delivery. It was on the pads, but he couldn't put it away. Excellent over, only 2 off it, and a big dropped catch. 9 for 1. Emirates Blues are building that dot ball pressure on Team Dubai. Sanjay Pahal, early wicket to his name. Oh, that was in the air. Just dropping in front of Sanjay Pahal.
Looking to play that forcing shot off the back foot. Once again, wandering down and having a look at the surface. Almost popped it back to Sanjay Pahal.
It never got to him, just stopped on him. So certainly they are making this 107 look like 147 here as a...
So far so good. I think there is a case of possibly having a short cover or a short mid wicket. Just close in, because the odd ball is just stopping. You got to look for those catches.
Yeah, why not get that short mid wicket in at square leg with the lid on? That would really make the batsman think. You hate to have fielders in your eye line on the onside. Trying to flash that away, but he's been difficult to deal with so far.
He's bowling a hard length and he's getting a little bit of seam movement. The odd ball keeping a fraction low and odd ball bouncing. So it creates that doubt in your mind as a batter.
This is intriguing stuff coming in from Emirates Blues. They have Team Dubai on the back foot here. Run scoring has completely dried up. Apesh and in the gap. If there was a gully fielder, Sanjay Pahal would have had wicket number 2.
Living dangerously. Israr so close to that fielder there. Regulation gully fielder, and it was straight down to his throat. They should have had Ronak. So they've done a really good job here in the power play.
Yeah, they have this half gully, half slip, half short third sort of fielder. Why not just get him in an orthodox catching position? He's never going to save a run there. Either yard of him, it's going to be 4. Steps into that. Convincing shot from the Dubai captain.
Touch too full. First real error from Sanjay Pahal. It's gone fraction full and fraction wide, and that's good enough for Ronak Panoli.
Yeah, sometimes it helps to have the memory of a goldfish as an opening batter. He's been beaten a fair few times, but when it's in the slot, I'm going to smash it. That's what I like about Ronak. He doesn't dwell on what's happened before.
And that's a great quality. The only thing that if he can find and work away at strike rotation, he is such a good talent.
Truly is a exceptional player. Really gifted hand-eye coordination, power game, timing. He's the complete package when he gets it right. That's good. That's what we want to see.
That takes the pressure off. It's amazing when you're able to rotate strike, you go to the other end, Ahmed Khwaja, you get your thoughts in, you seem to release that pressure. And when you're consistently on strike and you're not able to get it off the square, that's where you tend to make that mistake.
There can always be a ball that has your name written on it. No matter how good a player you are, you can hit 5 sixes and still be dismissed on the final ball. Cut in the air and will clear the point fielder. That was a rare loose delivery from Sanjay Pahal.
That's strength for Israr. He's very strong square of the wicket. Pounced on that opportunity. Good way to finish the over. 19 for 1 after 4.
Third over on the trot for Ajay Kumar. So Emirates Blues clearly hunting for wickets. Wonderful delivery again. It's been a great tussle between Ajay Kumar and Ronak Panoli. He's beaten him outside off a fair few times.
That was the last boundary. Struck powerfully up and over. He's got great hand-eye coordination.
And not quick enough to bowl that line at all. Sanjay Pahal. 7 of 13 for Ronak Panoli, including a boundary. So he's dotted up a fair few deliveries. Swung away and swung away for 6.
Such great hands. That was just remotely on that leg stump line and no real feet movement, but great connection. Powerful position.
That's his trademark shot. That swivel pull. So good. Wonderful wrists. And now the boundaries are just starting to flow for Team Dubai. Asif Khan offering his sage advice to Ajay Kumar. That's the first real bad ball he's bowled.
Yeah, he's bowled fantastically well on that occasion. Just perhaps getting too straight. And great bat speed. The way Ahmed Khwaja got his hands through the ball.
Really is got great eyesight. Even though he wears contact lenses. I've been trying to get him to have LASIK surgery, but as a batter, I think depth perception is very important for you. So he doesn't want to mess with that, and I think that's the right idea.
That makes a lot of sense. Something is working, and he's been able to play fast bowling with great amount of control. The way he picks length, then there's no need to perhaps go for anything.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. 83 needed, plenty of time on their hands. This was the dismissal of Razel. Just got big on him. But Israr playing a delightful square drive to get off the mark. Ronak over pitch delivery. That was just short and wide. Deserved to be punished. And this one, the pick of the lot.
Great batting, and that package, you can see both these players. They're very, very strong square of the wicket. So can't afford to go short or wide on this surface. You got to make them come onto the front foot, force a good length delivery, and that's where the chance is created.
Meanwhile, we're still searching for the ball that was flicked into the stands. Ronak Panoli, please hit smaller sixes just on the edge of the rope.
That is always the problem. Not many spectators around, Ahmed Khwaja.
Well, it's free entry. You are very welcome to come to the Sharjah Cricket Stadium and enjoy the action. Meanwhile, we're going to go and get a new ball. Mr. Asif Iqbal obliging us. Look at that. You said we have no spectators. We have a few Blues lads in there.
That's hard work. And there you go. Asif Iqbal is there and trying to pick the right ball. Quite a few numbers. Spectators came to watch Asif Khan. He's a very popular lad. But they're at the pavilion end.
Oh, he has a global fan base for sure, Asif Khan. Especially in Nepal, he has a big fan following because he played one of the all-time great one-day innings there. Although it took Nepal for a loss, they're a cricket-loving public and they love the likes of Rohan Mustafa and Asif Khan.
He's a terrific human being as well. Very jolly character. Likes to have a chat as well.
Oh, he's a lively character for sure. If you're willing to listen, he always has plenty to say. Meanwhile, finally, we'll move on with the action. 4.2 overs. It's been a sedate start for Team Dubai. A lot of excellent bowling, really, from Emirates Blues. Maybe a brand new ball, harder, with a more pronounced seam. Ajay Kumar could be in business. Still a fly slip in place for Ronak. And that trademark back of the hander, slower delivery.
Wonderfully bowled. Good stuff here. Considered himself unlucky because he had that opportunity to pick Ronak. Drop catch. Can't afford when you're defending 108.
Yeah, Wais Ali Shah will be desperate to get into the attack to make amends. Very fine left arm spinner. Does bowl in the power play. Could be an option. Let's see what Kamran Atta is thinking for the final over of power play. Oh, inside edge, just bouncing over the stumps. Lucky escape.
Nicely bowled again. Ronak again just hanging back on that back foot, looking for room offside off stump, and that's very smart bowling. Cramped him for room, and on another day that would have gone back onto the stumps.
Yeah, doesn't really use his feet a lot, Ronak. Has that firm base and likes to hit with his hands. It's all about his head position, very still and excellent balance. Clearly pitching outside leg. They will scamper through for a leg bye.
Excellent bit of bowling. He's really cramped him for room here, Ajay. Smart stuff here, but they need wickets here, Ahmed Khwaja. The only hope to stay in this game is to keep on picking wickets.
Yeah, so far, these two have put up a vital partnership. Just weathering the storm. Seeing off the fast bowlers in the majority of the power play. Israr has already cracked a couple of boundaries. Oh, was there an edge on that one? Or maybe just swing in the air. Either way, that was a top nut. In the end, they will take a leg bye, pardon me, waiting for the umpire signal. I think it's given as runs. So yes, there was an edge on that one. Difficult catch for Kamran Atta. 27 for 1. So yes, as we were mentioning, Wais Ali Shah will be coming into the attack. Final over of power play. Left arm orthodox, very fine bowler. And we have seen plenty of turn on offer on this deck.
The pace he bowls, Ahmed Khwaja, that is going to be very interesting to see whether if he can get it to turn. If he does get it, it will be hard to handle.
Certainly will get that extra bounce. Has a very straightish arm delivery. Very good angle. You want it to be around that 10 p.m. on the face of a clock. Not exactly vertical, but not exactly from the side. The great Shane Warne always used to say that you cannot be too straight as a leg spinner. You want to come in at an angle diagonally. That is the perfect way to get drift, spin, and have that control. Oh, that one kept very low. Lucky escape.
Nicely bowled. You make a very good point. To get spin, to really impart side spin. The point of delivery is very, very important. Someone like Shahid Afridi or Anil Kumble, you won't get much turn or side spin.
And Stuart McGill comes to mind. He had right at 3 p.m. and he was a huge turner of the ball, but didn't have a great wrong one. So at times also gave him that inconsistency, hence he was in and out of the Australian side. They used to play together whenever there was a test match at Sydney at the SCG, Spinners Paradise. A short ball, nicely dealt with by Asrar.
He's so good in picking length. Remotely shot. Another player would have looked to work it off with the full face, but he is so good and hits it hard behind square for 4. 31 for 1 after 6.
Young fast bowler Mohammad Qasim coming on immediately after the power play. Oh, good start. That double windmill action. Very reminiscent of bowlers in the late 90s, early 2000s. Especially wearing light blue. You might remember him, Debashish Mohanty. Played in the 99 World Cup for India.
He troubled Saeed Anwar quite a bit. Got him out quite a few times. And he's got that sort of action.
Yeah, product of Abu Dhabi now making the switch over to Emirates Blues. Good start for him. So many young fast bowlers have impressed in this D20 already.
And the conditions have really favored them as well. No real lateral movement, but just enough grass on the surface has kept him in the game.
What an experience for him to be guided in the presence of somebody like Asif Khan, who must be a hero to so many of these young UAE cricketers, rubbing shoulders with him, playing alongside him. Such a valuable experience. Squeezed away. Was looking for that Yorker. Well played by Asrar.
Getting a little bit of in drift here. He's tall, and sometimes, especially a fast bowler who has the height, it becomes difficult to pick that fuller delivery.
Oh, absolutely. The great Joel Garner, one of the living legends of West Indies cricket, had that deadly Yorker, and he was about 6'8". So you can imagine coming down from that height. And showing some variations as well. So he's really mixing it up.
Talking about that era, I wonder how tall those side screens needed to be, especially for guys like 5 feet shorter guys. It's difficult to pick.
Yeah, especially Malcolm Marshall. He was not very tall, I think 5'9", but they used to say he had the most vicious bouncer because it was coming in from that lowish arm trajectory, caught you off guard, and at raw pace. Been a very tidy over from Qasim so far. Very impressive.
Predominantly angling the ball back into the right-handers. I'm sure with passage of time he will learn to bowl close to the stumps, and also he will develop that outswinger, because the more you play and the batters, they tend to work you over, so you need to consistently keep on improving.
Yeah, it's that trade-off when you're trying to bowl quick. Nicely pulled away, but there is a deep mid in position. So a very tidy over from young Qasim. Only 4 of it. 35 for 1.
35 for 1 after 7. Going at 5 runs per over. 73 required. Big shout. Huge shout from Abbas Ali Shah. He was convinced that he got his man in front. Maybe a bit of bat involved. It's all happening here. Interesting replay. Yes, big inside edge. Huge inside edge, in fact. Very well read by the umpire. And joining me in the comm box is Rizwanur Rahman. Once again, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Asghar Khan. A sedate start for the team Dubai. Well, we've always spoke about it. The surface playing really well. If you hit the right areas, there's always that purchase of the surface. And clearly, you can see the batters struggling.
Nicely bowled again. A little bit of drift and a little bit of bounce. Had they got Ronak Panoli, they would have been more in commanding position. But right now, a couple of wickets could make things interesting.
Well, the current run rate is about 4.80. Required run rate is about 5.76. Just that one wicket lost. The good thing about team Dubai they had 3 left-arm spinners. Nilansh Keswani, Aryan Lakra, Ronak Panoli. I reckon they will be missing the services of Nabil Aziz on this track.
Yeah. Well, that remains to be seen. The spinners having good time here.
Shot.
Nicely done behind square. There was no risk involved in that shot because there was no shot fine. So a bit of a top edge as well. But it's gone to the boundary for 4.
Well, he executes that shot really, really well. There was pace on offer. And immediately he knew where the fielder was placed and finds a way to pick up a boundary.
Sign of a player, good player of spin. Immediately putting pressure. That's what we were referring in the first inning as well. He's not allowing Abbas Ali Shah to settle into a groove. That was a good length delivery. Swept it round the corner for 4. Pressure on Abbas here. Then he over pitches and almost created a chance. Gets away with it.
Yeah, it's all happening. It's all happening here. The good thing for Dubai is they've got wickets in hand. 8 was gone, 42 for 1.
Qasim continuing here. Israr launches him down the ground. Terrific blow. Such is the power of this man. Easily clears long off for 6.
That was a pacey delivery and offer. And he knew the fielder was inside the circle. And look at that. Elegantly executed. A lot of muscular force behind that shot. Israr Ahmed is looking good. 29 of 22 on a difficult track.
Yeah, that intent is quite visible here. He was prepared to work hard at the start of the innings, but now he started to flow. Boundary of the previous over, now 6. He's looking to dominate the young fast bowler.
First over was quite impressive from Mohammad Qasim. Slow delivery straight to the fielder, mixing it up well, Qasim. And those drop chances, as you rightly mentioned, it would have been a different story altogether. Well, especially when you're playing at this level, you've got to take those chances.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when you don't have much runs on the board. Defending 108. You've got to not only take those simple chances, but you've got to create a couple of brilliant run-outs or an outstanding catch. Drag towards the leg side for a single.
But they've decided to go after Qasim, taking that initiative to be a bit aggressive, whilst Ronak Panoli can play the sheet anchor role, hitting the inside half of the bat on that occasion. The required run rate still very much in control, just under 6 runs an over with 9 wickets in hand. It's quite doable.
That required rate is never a problem. It's all about wickets here. Chance, and has he taken it? Yes, he has. He's claimed that catch. That is a superb take, and it's redemption for Awais Ali Shah.
What a catch. What a catch that is. He had to sprint in full length drive, and what a catch that is. And Mohammad Qasim does celebrate that. Ronak Panoli will have to walk back. Dubai lose their second wicket. Ronak departs after scoring 16 of 23, 49 for 2.
Nilansh Keswani walks out to the middle. A wonderful spell early on with the ball. That's where he adds a lot of value, and he adds a great amount of balance. A genuine all-round option. Can bat well, being a left-hander, so you can always throw in that middle order.
Live wire on the field as well, known for his outstanding fielding abilities. Took some wonderful catches earlier on. Nilansh Keswani always got a role to play. Can keep company alongside Israr Ahmed, who's moved on to 30 of 24 deliveries.
He's got time to play himself in here. 49 for 2 in the 9th over. There you go. Nudges it. Fine. Work for the fielder. It's the local favorite. Asif Khan does a good job.
Missed out on the batting today. There was a lot of expectations from him. Let's look at the wicket of Ronak Panoli. Hurried on to the batter. What a catch that is. Definitely one of the contender for the catch of the tournament.
So far, yeah. Diving forward, never easy. And that was hit flat and hard. Steered away. That's classy. Classy back cut. Good old-fashioned late cut from Israr for 4.
Brilliant stuff from Israr Ahmed. Bisecting those two fielders as easy as you like. Using the pace on offer, a late glide and getting the better of Qasim. Boundary to close out the over. 54 for 2.
Well. He missed out with the bat. But right now, Asif Khan will be looking to chip in with the ball. Good to see him in action. Trying something different.
Well, it does bowl. It'll be interesting contest between Asif Khan and Nilansh Keswani. Starts off well. Just a single.
Bowls medium pace as well today. We're watching him bowl the off spinners from a very shorter run up, keeping it simple. He's a character. Always up for the contest, whether with the ball or with the bat. Not shy of a word. He will come up with something different.
Never seen him bowl in the D series for sure. And as a skipper, he's taken that responsibility to probably produce a wicket or two here.
Yeah, he's seen the spinners having good time, so why not? Worth a try, worth a gamble. And fielding like this will really annoy him. That's gone for 4.
Surely be exasperating for the bowler. That should have been stopped. It was not even a single there. And you can see the clear disappointment on Asif Khan's face. Swept. Should have been stopped. It's gone for a boundary.
Once again, good batsmanship from Israr. He's shown great keenness to use that sweep shot. Guess what? Next delivery, he gets a slightly shorter ball, rocks back, punches it towards long on.
If we go by the run map of Israr Ahmed, what we've seen so far, scored runs to all corners of the park, quite strong to the square of the wicket on the offside as well as on the onside. Doesn't get carried away to walk down the wicket to hit for a long one as well. So he's got all the shots in the book. A complete batter.
And that's a sign of top class batter. Rizwan, the ability to manipulate the field and milk the spinners into the gaps. You've got to be strong both of the front foot and of the back foot if you want to dominate bowlers. 10 overs gone, 61 for 2. 61 for 2 after 10 overs. Awais Ali Shah, 2 overs, none for 11. 47 more required with 8 wickets in hand. Israr looking ominous. Lanj Keswani trying to play with the spin here. Doesn't beat mid-wicket on that occasion.
Decent figures for Awais Ali Shah. And that wonderful catch that is taken off Ronak Panoli. Quite brilliant in the field. Checks the bat first and plays towards the desired area. Quite comfortable with spin, Lanj Keswani.
Uses the depth of the crease. Good player of spin. And being a left-arm spinner himself, so he understands the psyche of the bowler a lot better.
Oh, absolutely. Tossed up, straight up. Almost got his finger to it. Half chances, not easy to convert them.
Very interesting on that occasion. Awais Ali Shah went for the catch and the umpire was ducking for cover. Good reflexes. You need a certain amount of fitness as well being an umpire these days, especially because these guys hit the ball so hard. You got to move very, very quickly.
You hardly will have any time whatsoever. Absolutely right. And that's the reason in BBL you see umpires donning helmets as well. Yeah, charges down the wicket. That is a no ball. Free hit. Awais Ali Shah overstepping.
That's perfect for Lanj Keswani now to have a real go. Very rare to see Awais Ali Shah overstepping the mark. Just missed perhaps his run up. That's a free hit now. Full toss. Doesn't make use of it. He'll be disappointed with that one.
He'll consider himself lucky there, Awais Ali Shah. That could have gone anywhere in the stadium. A good comeback from Awais. Yeah, just rotating the strike. That's the right way to go about it.
Good start to this campaign here for Israr Ahmed. Piling up the runs. Man of the match yesterday with his 78 and now again amongst the runs 40 of 30. He's looking good here.
Well, it's definitely the backbone of the Dubai batting side. Always contributed towards the runs. 11 was gone, 66 for 2. Asif Khan to continue. Is trying to go down the wicket. Does not get the connection right, Israr. Well, so far it's been a decent performance from the bowlers of Emirates Blues. I think they would have loved to score that 150 odd runs. They would have had a game on.
Oh, absolutely. 108 is never quite enough. Pulled off the back foot. Little fumble, but let's just settle for a single here.
Well, they've got a plan in place and they're just executing it slowly and steadily. Any bad ball, half tracker, or a full end delivery which are meant to be punished, they're cashing on that opportunity, especially Israr Ahmed, taking it ball by ball.
Again went for that slogs sweep. Not really getting the placement. Picks up a single.
Yeah, holding it back of length from Asif Khan. He had to stretch to reach to it. A decent bowling performance from Asif Khan so far. But this time he finds the gap. And the ball will trickle away towards the boundary ropes.
Excellent shot from Lanj Keswani. This time he thrived on a little bit of room, little bit of length as well. Excellent footwork. Watched it closely. Not great piece of fielding though. You need to be a lot more agile and to be able to stop those. Keswani looking good here.
Well, you've got to be switched on. That should have been stopped. Even if the previous boundary in the previous over, well, you need that agility. I know you have a low score to defend, but as we progress in the tournaments, you will have such scenarios. So, as a fielding unit, you've got to be switched on.
You've got to show strong body language and really stay in the moment. Oh, helps it on his way. Fine enough. Qasim does well. A couple of more runs to Israr. 76 for 2 after 12. $76 for 2 after 12. Awais Ali Shah continuing here. Keswani looks for that big slog sweep inside edge back onto his back pad.
He will finish his quota of 4 overs. So far has been impressive. Just kept a lid on the scoring from his side. Awais Ali Shah tossed up delivery. Could have hit it towards the mid-wicket region, but instead just maneuvering it for a single.
It's all too easy at the moment. They're just going through the motions here. Towels are out. Dew also coming into play here. 77 for 2. Cruising. It's just about knocking it into the gaps and the game is done and dusted.
What I like about Israr is he takes that responsibility to finish things. Like whenever he gets those starts, he converts them into big. Wonderful cricketer, a good batsman, Israr Ahmed.
He hasn't allowed the spinners to settle. Even that last delivery, although he just picked up a single. A sweep shot is not only to hit boundaries, but it's an option to rotate strike. Good length delivery, where normally if you don't employ that sweep, it can become a dot ball. He's easily breaking up the length and also picking up those singles.
You let the runs flow. That's the whole idea. You just ensure you don't have those too many dot deliveries. A bit of turn there still for Awais Ali Shah. The call is for 2, but they'll just settle in for 1.
Tidy stuff from Awais Ali Shah. None for 19, but ideally that last column missing. Wickets. You need to pick up wickets in a low scoring affair like this. Last ball of his spell. Can he have 1 wicket next to his name? This is opportunity for the night. Nicely played. Wicketless on the night. Awais Ali Shah, but a tidy spell. None for 20 of his 4. 13 gone. 80 for 2.
Thirteen overs gone, 80 for 2. A lot of changes in the bowling. Rais Ahmed has been given the responsibility to bowl some spin here. Good delivery. Just nudging it down towards the fine leg region. And a slide. I think he's okay there, Qasim. And after a break, joining me in the comm box is Ahmed Khwaja. Welcome back, Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Rizwan. Given as runs, so inching towards his second half century of the tournament. Israr Ahmed has been batting beautifully. Difficult surface, different situation. But he is the man for Team Dubai. Fabulous innings. A well-compiled half-century of 38 deliveries. Took a bit of time to get going, but it's a very responsible knock indeed.
Well, that is a sign of a good batter, understanding the conditions, usually not going with the regular strike rate that he usually scores. Understood the wicket, took his time out, and has made sure he's laid the perfect foundation to chase this run score down.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, adaptability. Play according to the match scenario, play according to the wicket conditions. And he's done that very beautifully, especially his skill against spin has been something that has really stood out. Race, not a bad option as a leg break bowler, but not many runs to play with. And a bit of off break as well for the left-hander.
Yeah, he does bowl, but not regularly, given the conditions and how the surface is behaving. Asif Khan opting Race to bowl.
This has been pulled and pulled well by Nilansh Keswani into the Sachin Tendulkar stand for a max.
That was marginally short, and he ensured that's been deposited in the stands. Waited and dispatched.
Just a short arm jab and sweet timing. So less than 20 required. Now the Dubai dugout can relax. This partnership has done a sterling job. After losing Ronak Panoli, anything could have happened. Good looking cut shot. Deep cover will get around eventually. But it's an easy two. Nilansh Keswani has become the heart of the Dubai middle order.
Well, he said responsibility. Low scoring games, we've seen that in the previous game as well, between Ajman and Abu Dhabi, and even the second one, it has been a low scoring game. And as we speak, Nilansh launches one more into the stands.
Well, he wants to get this game done and dusted in a hurry. Second six in the over. 17 taken off Race. 97 on board. So just 11 runs remaining in this contest. Plenty of time on hand for Team Dubai, going 2 wins out of 2. That is a very strong start. You give yourself such a major advantage when you start the tournament off well.
Oh, absolutely, and I think they've done exceptionally well yesterday. And today leading from the front, Ronak Panoli, brilliant with the ball today, picking up 4 wickets, contributing with the bat as well. But I'll tell you what, Israr Ahmed on a tricky surface took his time and has got to his second half century.
Well, it will be a lively debate on who deserves the Player of the Match award. Take a look at this. It was the attempted leg break, but floated into the slot and sent flying. Beautiful strike. Well, would you go for Ronak as the Player of the Match or Israr?
Well, it's going to be a tough one for the decision maker, but I think given the conditions, I would go with Ronak because he's picked up 4 crucial wickets and not easy. And yeah, I would opt to go for Ronak Panoli.
Yeah, maybe they can share it. Israr already has one to his name. He can say, skipper, you take this one. Mohammad Qasim hasn't bowled badly at all, the young speedster. Oh, that one kept a touch low. Nasty one to deal with for the keeper as well.
He's cranking up the pace, Mohammad Qasim, and it's good to see the variations also that he carries along with himself. an opportunity for him. I think he's done well so far.
Yeah, he did what he could. The young lad picked up a wicket as well. Certainly a good prospect to work with. He's got the height, he's got pace, he can swing the ball. Just couldn't quite connect on that occasion. It was on the body. Wanted to get it behind that fine leg fielder. So Dubai are looking in good nick. Ajman bouncing back well. Sharjah bouncing back well. They got a victory on the second day of the tournament. It's difficult to predict who is the favourites for the D20 title.
Yeah, it was a power-packed batting unit which completely collapsed today for Emirates Blues. Abu Dhabi as well losing the game. Fujairah lost yesterday. 1 win and 1 loss for them as well.
Tournament is opening up nicely in its early days. And it's not going to be the usual domination of Fujairah or Sharjah or Abu Dhabi. And that's what we want to see. We want to see new teams competing for silverware.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think with the kind of changes that have been made, expecting new teams to sort of play the eliminators, and what has also been quite impressive is the youngsters dominating this tournament.
Absolutely. Attempted slow delivery becomes a full toss and sent to the fence.
Didn't quite time it, Israr, but he got the desired result. A boundary, slow one, read it and got the boundary.
Slippery conditions. Trying to bowl the back of the hander. It's a learning experience. It's a steep learning curve at this level. You make a mistake, you immediately get punished. Better delivery. Seam up. Chance for a run out. Israr would have been gone. He was not even in the picture. Confusion between him and Nilansh Keswani.
It could have been a mishap there. Mix up. No clear communication between the batters, Nilansh and Israr. And in the end, yeah, look at that. Shy at the stumps. He was not even in the frame.
He had given up well and truly. There was never a single there. Got a friendly bounce, Nasir Faraz. But tried to bounce the throw in rather than go flush at the stumps. Not been a bad over from Qasim. Oh! Umpire Sunij in the firing line. Thankfully, he got down in time.
It was the second time in the last 10-15 minutes. He had to duck for cover. 15 overs gone, 105 for 2.
So just one hit away from a thumping victory. Our team Dubai. They have looked the best side in the tourney so far. And getting one over a strong team like Emirates Blues will give the dugout a lot of confidence as we progress into the tournament.
Oh, absolutely. Fujairah now the next victim of Dubai, Team Emirates Blues.
They've really played some solid cricket. And you don't really see a weak point. Just the concern about Saeed Nazir and his side strain. I hope it's just cramp and nothing more serious than that, because he's bowling really well in this tournament. And I'm quite surprised he pulled up, because it's not been that humid. It's not hot. So hopefully with some treatment he'll be A-okay. And that will be the game. Pulled away for 6. Israr Ahmed fittingly hitting the winning runs.
Shot and is picked up really, really well. Just waited for that millisecond and away she goes for a maximum. And what a way to finish the innings. He remains unbeaten.
Well, do you still want to give Ronak the Player of the Match award?
Well, it's up to the decision makers, but I think both of them are strong contenders for the Player of the Match.
Winning by 8 wickets once again. Superb batting display. Israr Ahmed the star with the bat. Ronak Panoli the star with the ball. Emirates Blues need to fix their batting combination and need to bat better as well. And in the end, it will be Dubai that are top of the pops. An outstanding performance.
Yeah, despite losing Saeed Nazir, Raisal Nadir and Ayman, they took that responsibility as the seamers. They did deliver, and those 3 spinners, absolutely brilliant.
Taking a look at the batting scorecard for Team Dubai. It was once again the top order that did the job. Israr Ahmed unbeaten on 63. Nilash Keswani unbeaten on 29. Good partnership. Ronak Panoli struggled a little bit, but he did provide some thrills in his 16 runs.
And mind you, they can bat till Aditya Shetty there. A deep batting lineup.
In terms of the Emirates Blues bowling, they did bowl well in the power play. Ajay Kumar was decent, none for 12 in his 3. Only 1 wicket apiece though for Sanjay Pahal and Mohammad Qasim, the youngster. Asif and Reis took a bit of tap. And Owais Ali Shah, although economical, did not provide the wickets that they needed. Taking a look at the highlights of the Dubai run chase, Raisal got a Jaffa caught at 3rd slip, but then that man Israr Ahmed in prime form combined with Ronak Panoli and settled the nerves in the dugout.
Yeah, started off slowly initially inspecting the conditions, and once they got off the mark, especially Israr Ahmed was quite brilliant. Ronak Panoli keeping him nice company, getting those runs at will to all corners of the park, and Israr Ahmed, what a show he's put up.
He was truly exceptional, especially with the way he tackled spin. That was a wonderful catch by OS to get rid of Ronak Panoli. But Israr Ahmed was in prime form and he took the attack to the opposing spinners. And Nilash Keswani played a very measured hand as well. Back-to-back 50s for Israr. And Rais Ahmed was taken to the cleaners by Nilash Keswani for not 1 but 2 sixes. That pretty much sealed the deal. Israr Ahmed then dispatching the winning runs in style. Maximum over square leg. So there you have it then. Match number 6, pardon me, of the Emirates D20. It's the Dubai show once again. Superb bowling as they bowled out Emirates Blues for 107. 4 wickets to Ronak Panoli, 2 wickets apiece for Raisal and Ayman. Only Nasir Faraz getting into the 20s. Dubai, the batting was outstanding. Israr Ahmed with back-to-back 50s, 63 not out. Nilash Keswani, 29 not out. A couple of wickets for Sanjay Pahal and Qasim as DXB get their 2nd win of the D20, winning once again by 8 wickets. Right then, it's time for the post-match. We'll be back after a short break with Asghar Khan.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of the match number 6 of Emirates D20 2025, which was played between Emirates Blues and Dubai. Emirates Blues won the toss and decided to bat first, 107 all out, not the result they were hoping for. And in reply, Dubai cruised to victory, 112 for 2, winning by 8 wickets with 4.3 overs to spare. Alongside me is our match official, Mr. Sunij, and he's going to present the man of the match trophy to the skipper of Dubai, Ronak Panoli, for his all-round performance, particularly with the ball, 4 overs, 16 runs, 4 wickets, which really restricted the opposition to a very modest total. And he also chipped in with 16 on a difficult track with the bat. He's our player of the match. You must be very proud, Captain. Things are falling in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the way things have been going. 2 wins out of 2, beat a top side today, beat Fujairah as well, who beat Sharjah in the first game of the tournament. So I'm really happy with the way things are going. We've had a few injury problems, Danish unavailable, Ali Nasir unavailable, Said Nazir picked up a small nickel today as well, but the way our spinners have been bowling, I think it's exceptional.
Word about the track, I think it's not the easiest one to really, for the stroke makers, you got to work hard.
Yesterday when we batted on it, we thought maybe it was a 160, 170 wicket. We batted well to get to 190, but today I feel like it was pretty hard to bat. They struggled as well. We struggled early on, but I think Sharjah just next level. The way he's just batted, he made it look like he was batting on a glass wicket.
Well, many congratulations. Keep up the momentum. All the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you, sir.
That was Ronak Panoli with his brilliant performance, a very proud captain. And Dubai, they are off to a great start in this tournament. Do join us for the live coverage tomorrow evening. We've got 2 games lined up. Till then, it's goodbye from Sharjah Cricket Stadium.